is the deadliest GTA protagonist? Over the last 28 years, we've played as cannibals, mob members, street racers, and gang members, and killed just about everyone in between. So, I've tallied up every single main story kill from every GTA game to finally answer this question. And I can guarantee you, the number of kills the deadliest protagonist has is more than you'd think. So, let's finally answer who is the deadliest protagonist in GTA history. To start, we need to set a few rules that we are going to use to determine who is the deadliest. First, we are counting main story kills only. This means no strangers and freaks, no most wanted missions, and no side missions. Second is that if there's an option to kill someone, we are counting it as if they did. So someone like Ortega, who we can decide if we kill or not, shotgun to the dome every time. Third, shared kills are given to everyone. This is only applicable in GTA 5, so it's not that important, but I still needed to clarify. And the most important rule that some of you may not agree with is we are only counting named NPCs only. So, for example, Trevor killing Johnny, Terry, and Clay in Mr. Phillips would count, but the rest of the loss that he decimates right after will not, since it's hard to get an exact count with some games having infinitely spawning enemies. Plus, if we did it this way, then there is one person on this list who would make it completely obsolete, and I'll tell you why later. And finally, kills mentioned prior to the beginning of the story don't count either. The best example for this would be Tommy and the Harwood Butcher incident. He went to jail, and we know he did that shit, but since it's hard to verify similar stories for other characters, they don't count. We got the rules laid out, so our first two people tied with a total of 6 bodies are Franklin Clinton and Johnny Klebitz. Honestly, this makes sense given that they are probably the two most level-headed protagonists we've played as. Franklin's tally is a bit weird though. We know his canon kills are Esteban Jimenez, Elwood O'Neill, Chip Peterson, Wei Chang, and Devin Weston, but the 6th would be Brett Lowry, the healthcare CEO from Lester's hotel assassination. The assassination missions are technically considered side missions, but since this is the only one that is actually mandatory to complete in order to beat the campaign, I figured I needed to make an exception. But since we're only counting named kills, Johnny killing 2 cops, no matter how corrupt they were, may put him higher on the watch list, although Franklin killed 2 billionaires, so in America, they might hate him more. Either way, coming up next on the list, we got Victor Vance with a total of 8 bodies in GTA Vice City stories. Being ex-military, a drug smuggler, and working for people like Marty, it makes sense that he would have to take out a few people. Though he definitely is still a maniac, a lot of his kills came from being betrayed or having people mess with him, his brother, or Louise, so he gets a pass. Right after Vic Vance, we have Tommy Vercetti with a total of 9 kills throughout Vice City. Tommy gets out of jail after 15 years and almost immediately goes back to what he was locked up for in the first place. Makes sense since a lot of Vice City was inspired by Scarface, but Tommy takes it to a whole new level. Tommy worked with and then later killed just about everyone he ever talked to during the story except maybe Ken. Diaz, Lance, Sonny, Gonzalez with a literal chainsaw. Tommy was an animal with his only goal to take over Vice City. What's weird about Tommy's tally though is some of the people he takes out were unnamed during the actual game, but were later given names